My name is Kevin Johnson. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I have a senior home care agency, Visiting Angels. My wife and I run Visiting Angels, and it's now 12 years old. In addition to that, I have a business-to-business company called Caring Concierge, and Caring Concierge is essentially a risk management company, and we work with companies to help them understand the risk that they are dealing with employees that have to focus on caregiving for generally for their loved ones, but oftentimes those loved ones are parents, grandparents, whatever the case may be. But more importantly, the fact that that's $34 billion a year that companies in America are basically paying in lost productivity. So we focus on that, and we put solutions in place that help those companies.
Awesome. And can you tell me how long you've been at CSA?
Well, I have been at CSA, I'm going to say 4 years now, but it's an approximation. It could be plus or minus 1. How's that? How's that?
Good. Sounds good. All right. And then having to do with the conference, first, did you go to last year's conference?
I did.
And this conference in particular, was there a session or event that you were looking forward to most? And if so, what was it? Or which one did you learn the most in?
You know what? There's probably not a single session. I always look forward to who's presenting because I know a lot of the people. So I think in terms of the value of what they're going to be presenting on. So that's a powerful thing for me. I think in terms of the network and the value of networking with the people that are going to be here. And so oftentimes there's talks about business models and financial models and how these things can come together, how they're going to work, how you're going to position the CSA advantage that you have when you get this certification, how it works in your particular market, how it works for me, what else we can do as an organization and as individuals who represent essentially CSA to a certain extent because we have the CSA designation. So all of that is part of the value proposition that I get from being at the conference. And 2 years now, 2 years of that type of value.
Awesome. And do you plan on coming to the next year, San Diego?
I not only plan on it, I'm already registered. It helps that it's this organization and it's the value that I just talked about. It also helps that San Diego is one of my favorite cities. So you put it all together, I registered straight away.
Absolutely.
Took advantage of the price break.
All right. And then last question is, it may have been answered a little bit in the first part, but aside from the conference, being a CSA, what's the biggest value of the CSA in what you do?
Credibility. The reason I really wanted to do the CSA is because I wasn't going to become a gerontologist. I had worked in this field for quite a while, but my background is technology. So I'm my undergrad degree is mechanical engineering. I've got a master's in management. Nothing about that says that I have expertise in elder care, senior related issues. So the CSA gave me that opportunity to study in a specific area that I was moving my focus in, my consulting skills, if you will, and it gave me that credibility that I was after. So that's the advantage that it gave me, made me feel part of an environment, made me have to work and study and learn things that I thought I knew, but I really didn't know until I actually had to pass an exam. So that was the value that I got out of doing that, and that's why it's so important to me. Now when I go and talk to, whether it's an individual, whether it's a company, no matter what the environment is, I feel as though they're looking at me as a subject matter expert, as a certified senior advisor.